Welcome to another On Point Sports podcast. Today I'm joined with Adam
Yes, sir.
and Camilo.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's the 30th of the month, November. The month's about to come to an end. We had Thanksgiving the other day and a number of football games for Thursday night football. The first game we had that day was the Bears and the Lions. The Bears came out with the dub, 24-20. How'd you guys like that game?
This was a game where I didn't really see. I saw the beginning of it, but not really the end because I was on the road going to where I was gonna have Thanksgiving. But from what I saw, it seemed like it was kind of back and forth. But I don't know. It didn't seem like a really interesting one just with Stafford out. But I think they had Driscoll in, right? Jeff Driscoll. He seems like
Yeah.
someone that
No, they had
they keep
Blow.
switch. Oh yeah, they had David Blow.
Driscoll's out.
David Blow the lead. Um, so yeah, they had a lead, and then the Bears went down, scored. It seemed like a kind of all right Thursday night, or not Thursday night game, but just Thursday game. But I don't think either of these teams really have anything to really fight for right now, besides maybe the draft picks now.
I thought it was a fun game because I always like the games that come down to the wire and they're trying to drive down and
Yeah, I saw
win the
that.
game.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. The ending was, but then I don't I like tuned in and out of it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to the next game. This is one of the more interesting games, the one that
How
had me,
about them
yeah,
Cowboys?
at the edge of my seat. It was the Bills and the Cowboys. The Bills came out with the win, 26-15. The Bills are 9-3 now.
Yep.
Are they at the top of their
That's
division?
no, the Patriots are above them.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I think they're
Oof.
tied for the third best record in all football.
Wow.
It's crazy.
But the Cowboys, man.
The Cowboys are 6-6, and we'll get to who the Eagles play later this week. But if they win that, it'll be tied up.
The Cowboys are at the top of their division right now.
Yeah, but only by one game. When the Eagles play this week, they'll most likely tie them up, and then going forward, one of those teams isn't going to make the playoffs.
Why
Whichever
is
one
it?
makes playoffs, they're not going to do anything in it.
Who? Well, yeah, no,
Either the Cowboys or the
neither of those
Eagles. The
teams are
Eagles have
doing
no
much.
offense.
We'll have to see. But for the Bills Cowboys game, I went into that game thinking it was going to be pretty much the same score, but the opposite way around, where the Cowboys were up like 2 scores. But I don't know whether or not I saw people discussing this. I don't know whether or not the Bills are that good or if the Cowboys just aren't that good anymore this year so far. Which I mean, the Cowboys haven't beaten a team that was above 500 yet this season. I think they said they're 0-6. Um, but so I don't know. We'll have to going forward. We'll have to see if the Bills are just that good, and I'm pretty sure they'll make the playoffs. So we'll have to see in playoff football how good they are.
I think they're pretty. I think they're good. Good enough to maybe beat the Patriots.
Oof.
I could see it happening.
If that was the team to beat the Patriots after a few years, the
Hmm.
Buffalo Bills.
Well, they have the record to show an
Yeah,
argument.
and I mean they almost beat them earlier this season if Josh Allen didn't
Hmm.
get hurt. Because
Yeah,
after he got hurt, then it spiraled down. So I could actually see that now that I'm thinking about it, looking at everything. But just going into the
they have a
season,
really good defense.
you didn't think the Buffalo defense and Josh Allen would be 9-3 after all of these weeks,
Hmm.
but that's what happened.
Where is Buffalo? I don't even know where
It's
Buffalo
in New
is.
York.
Oh wow.
Shout out Minnesota Vikings. Let's go Vikings.
What? We move on to the next game. We got the Saints and the Falcons. This one,
Yeah,
Saints got the win, 26-18.
Did you see the
Falcons
three onside kicks?
three
are
straight
terrible.
onside kick recoveries for the Falcons. That was insane.
Yeah,
But
the
they just weren't
Saints
able to
almost
do
choked.
much with it just because it's Matt Ryan. But
It's not Matt Ryan's fault.
it isn't
I
his
think it's the
fault.
coaching.
But
It's the
that's true.
coaching. The play calling's
As
horrible.
soon
They
as
ran it
Kyle
on like
Shanahan left,
second
they
and
were at the
17.
bottom. That's true. But the game was a lot closer than it should have been at the very end. They scored a lot in the late parts of that game.
Hmm.
But I think we all pretty much knew the Saints were gonna win this one. Maybe it would have been close, maybe not. Maybe there could have been an upset, but the safe choice was kind of the Saints, and they
Yeah.
clinched their division now, so they're officially in the playoffs. So that's the first team.
Oh, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, they officially clinched their spot.
Are they the second best record?
They, I believe, they're somewhere around there. Let me check. So the Patriots are all of course, 10-1. So are the Niners, and then the Ravens and Seahawks. I think are both 9-2. Saints are like, I don't know the actual percent, but they're like
Who'd the
1 or
Seahawks
2.
lose to?
The Seahawks lost to
Ravens.
the Ravens and to I think the Saints early on. So they lost to some good teams. Yeah. If you look at it, all of the top teams have kind of lost to each other.
Yeah.
The Patriots lost to the Ravens. The Ravens lost to the Chiefs, if you want to say they're a big team. Still, Niners to the Seahawks. Seahawks to the Saints. Stuff like that.
Did you guys see the Niners? Like we talked about it, the Niners beating the Packers. I didn't
Packers.
predict that. Us steamrolling through the
It
Packers.
was-
Oh,
That was a crazy game.
blowout. Jeez.
It was.
Eric said the Niners are gonna get 2 sacks.
Yep. They're trying to.
How many sacks did Bosa get? One.
I think you got one. Yeah.
And a fumble
Aw.
recovery. They got a fumble recovery.
That
Sack
game
padding.
was just. I don't know.
I kind of stopped watching after.
That game was one that really, because I always thought to myself, like, the Niners I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they can have a chance at the conference championship. But after that game, with what they did to Aaron Rodgers, you start thinking that maybe they can go further.
hmm
Because if what they do to Aaron Rodgers, they end up doing to other quarterbacks like Drew Brees, then that could take some other teams out.
hmm And then, did you guys see Jadeveon Clowney might be out for this season?
Yeah, that's a huge thing, because he did so much for the Seahawks in that Niners game, and then he got taken out, and that's when the Niners kind of went ahead. And then once he came
Yeah.
back, then they kind of helped again. So that could be big for the Seahawks season, but it's not official, right?
No,
It's not
but he
official
hasn't
yet.
ruled it out.
Yeah. So
More on
that
the
could be
Niners
good.
in a bit. We're going to move on to the next game.
Yeah.
For Sunday night football, we got Titans and Colts. Who's going to take that one for you guys?
Well, this is Sunday morning, but we have.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I think the Colts will win this one. I think they need to win this one. This is one of the. I think they have a hard schedule. I might be wrong about that, but they can't really afford to lose any more games if they really want to make the playoffs. So I think the Colts will have to win this one, and I think they will win this one, just because the Titans have actually been that team that have beaten really good teams, but have also lost to not too good of teams.
hmm
But I think the Colts will win this one.
I think the
they're
Titans.
both fighting for that second spot in their division.
I see the
Aren't the
Titans
Titans
winning
at the
this one.
bottom? Or are they in the second spot?
No, they're tied. The Colts 6
Oh,
and
they
5.
are tied. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that. So the winner of that will be pretty much in the second spot. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
But that doesn't really matter because
Well, I mean, it could. The Bills are 9-3 right now, so the Titans could pull something off. Titans beat the Chiefs. They beat the Browns early in the season. They beat I think they beat someone else.
Jaguars.
big time. The Jaguars.
Even though the Jaguars aren't that good, but still.
I thought they would be, but we'll
hmm
get more into
both
that.
teams are competing with other teams around the league to get that second wild card spot, right?
Yeah, I think the Bills.
Derrick
are
Henry,
kind of a
top
lock
5
for
running
that.
back. You guys agree with that? Is Derrick Henry a top 5 running
A
back?
top,
Listen,
a
I
top
don't even know who
5.
Derrick Henry is, so he's trash.
Oh wow. Well, who would be top 5? You got Zeke. You got
Carson.
Chris Carson.
Carson
Listen,
is not there.
Listen, he's the best
Christian
running back in
McCaffrey.
the league.
I'll say Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, and then it gets shady because like
Ezekiel
Alvin Kamara has
Elliott's
been
been
kind of
falling off.
not good.
What
Same
about
thing
the
with
dude from
Zeke.
the Packers?
Saquon and Le'Veon. are off. Oh, Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Besides
I think
his
he-
thing against the Niners, that's something that also we'll talk about the Niners a little bit later. But the rush defense was kind of hard for them to cover. At least it's kind of their weak spot. But they were able to really stop the
Mhm.
Packers. But we'll get more into that in a little bit.
I think Derrick Henry's top 5. Could be because like he's just one of the good ones because there's a lot of good ones, but they haven't been playing good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and he
So
has.
for this season, yeah, I think he could be. He's definitely up there.
You know, he was like the best high school running back ever.
Well, you can say
Like he
that
had the
about some of the bums in the NFL, though.
no. I mean, like statistically, he was the best running back in high school ever.
All time.
Yeah, which is crazy. And then he was trashed for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then last year, he went off against the Jaguars. Did you guys watch that game? He had like
Last year against the
200 yards.
Jaguars. Is that what you're
Yeah, on
saying?
Thursday Night Football.
I don't recall it, but
Uh,
probably.
okay.
Okay. But yeah, I have the Colts winning that one. It could be a close one, but I think
Yeah.
they'll still win.
We're gonna move on to the next game. I think it should be the Sunday Night Football game, but it's not. It's gonna be in
Yeah.
the morning. We got the Niners and going up against Lamar Jackson as the VP candidate.
Mhm.
Ravens. Who's? I mean, you guys go ahead. Debate about.
I mean, you can.
I already
say
know.
something
I already
if you want.
know who you're gonna. Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, for me, before I say my prediction, the thing that matters here is if they can stop Lamar. I think that's obvious, just for any team. But if the 49ers can't stop Lamar Jackson, I don't know who can. Because
Mhm.
there's just, if you look at all the defenses, the Patriots couldn't. And that's like the only other option besides the Niners for the top defense. So if they can't stop him, I don't know what's going to happen for the playoff time, but I think I'm going to go with the Ravens just so no matter what, I can't be like mad about it because either I'm right here or
Yeah.
my team wins. But I
Honestly,
think Lamar Jackson's just he's going to be a problem for a while, I think, in the league. And just I don't know how we'll have to see if they're able to stop him because it's going to be really interesting to see if they're able to stop him or at least contain
He was
him.
able to get past the Patriots defense. I'm not sure the 49ers defense is
Yeah.
any better than theirs.
I mean, the
So
Patriots
We're
it'll
faster.
definitely be a challenge stopping him for sure.
the Patriots defense is more on the ground sort of with the run, which is why they're the best defensive team on the ground and Lamar still was getting past them, which is kind of
Yeah.
what was shocking, but I think we'll be able to the Niners usually take
Don't say Will. You're not on the team.
Yes, I am. Water boy.
Yeah. Put me in, coach.
So I think they'll be able to stop the passing game for Lamar, but that's kind of not probably what he was going to aim after. He'll go for the run.
He's gonna run it. Yeah.
Which
We need to dare him to throw it though. That's our only
Yeah.
chance.
Well, maybe he will. We'll be out there covering, or they will be out
Yeah.
there covering.
We're probably gonna
Um,
have to leave a linebacker, just like a QB spy, which is why I'm gonna miss Quan this game, Quan Alexander.
Yeah.
He was, like I know Fred Warner is a beast too, but like we could have used him in a different place while Quan QB spies him. So we'll have to give up one of our linebackers every play just to watch him to see if he's gonna run.
Yeah.
The only advantage we have is that our defense is like fast, like they're really fast and physical. And then I was watching something yesterday. The way to stop the Ravens' run game is by blitzing.
hmm
But then we also
So
by
does Bosa
blitzing we
need
leave
a huge
ourselves.
game?
Yes,
Yeah, he needs to get in there.
all of
the
and then no D Ford.
yeah, but Breda might be back on offense, so that could open
Yeah.
up some more stuff.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys
Yeah.
know every player on the Niners?
No,
Almost.
I
I know a
Sounds
good
like you
amount of
do.
them.
I know a good
Sounds
amount,
like you do.
but I don't know all of them.
It's pretty wild.
I've been sweating.
I mean, when you hear them, I know all the
Camilo
I
just
can-
bringing up all these names I
Yeah.
had never heard in my life.
Yeah, I can like
Yeah.
watch while watching the game, and I can like see the player. Like I can't recognize their face sometimes, but just how they look on the field, I can
Make
tell
eye
who they are.
contact.
Yeah.
with them.
Well, I think
You're
that's
like,
for a lot of
"Oh, I know
sports
him."
though. Just from because you
Yeah.
can tell with how people move around, you start to
Yeah.
learn about that.
I mean, but in football, they're all wearing the same thing, and their heads are like covered with a freaking helmet.
Yeah, but you can tell
Mhm.
sometimes. Some people have some weird running motions.
I guess.
Yeah.
So you guys got Niners, or is it
I'm
like?
gonna, I'm gonna go with the Ravens just because
Yeah, honestly,
Whoa.
I haven't. Well, have you seen someone that's been able to stop Lamar?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Well, that was when the Chiefs were good.
I don't know why he choked that game.
Yeah, that was also early in the season. I feel like the further we've gone, the better he's gotten. And
Is this
just
his second year?
this is his second year, yeah.
Yeah. Remember, there's like reports coming out right when he was about to be drafted that they wanted to make him be a wide receiver.
I remember he
Did you
wasn't
guys ever
gonna
see that?
be the quarterback.
Yeah.
Do you think he can play any position on offense?
Not an offensive lineman.
Oh,
Yeah.
besides,
But he could play running back because that's his thing.
Yeah. He is a running back.
Quarterback, of course, and then he can probably play every receiver. Yeah, I'd say so.
But
very
everything
yeah,
versatile
lineman.
player.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's
Except tight
definitely
end.
that's definitely
So-
a thing to where if you ever have Lamar and a second quarterback, like last year they had Joe Flacco, I think.
Mhm.
You can put kind of both of them out there, which I think is kind of crazy. I don't think
Pretty
they
What they
would.
did with, remember they put an RG3 and him
Yeah,
together,
which I think
and
they
then
can.
Mark Ingram,
Yeah, so they
and
have
they all
two
had him
guys
win the
out there.
Heisman.
Yeah. I have the Ravens. Obviously, I
That's
hope the
pretty
Niners
OP.
win, but the Ravens just haven't since Lamar's started this run, just they haven't stopped him. And I think this could be a Super Bowl preview, definitely. But
Again, I don't want to see this matchup.
2013
But it'd be the opposite because
rematch.
we had the mobile quarterback then.
Yeah.
Remember? Good times. Except it wasn't good times.
He's trash.
Oh, it wasn't needed. But yeah,
More on
I'll
him
go
later.
Ravens.
Probably not today's podcast.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to the next. Oh, you guys both said Ravens, right? Or
Yeah. Well, I said Ravens.
Yeah, I said Ravens.
wow, jeez, I'm gonna go with the
Well,
Niners.
who do you
here.
see
I'm gonna
winning?
go with the Niners. I hope they win,
Yeah.
but
It's gonna be an exciting game.
yeah, definitely.
We got one of the more interesting games.
Yep.
Is the two best teams in the league, the
Mhm.
Jets and the Bengals.
Absolutely. Andy Dalton's back.
Who's
starting
gonna
at
win
least.
this? Who's gonna win this?
The Jets.
You think the Jets? I feel like the Bengals are just gonna
They're on a 3-win streak
3-game
or
win
4.
streak.
The Bengals
Three
have yet
games.
to win a game, Adam. Do you think they can beat
Yeah,
the
but you
Jets?
could say that about the Dolphins when they went on a 2-game win streak. Before that, they didn't win a game, but they still beat the Steelers, I think. I'm gonna go with the
Yeah.
Bengals. I feel like Andy Dalton is gonna use his powers to,
The check down powers.
yes sir. I think he'll win. Though.
No,
I
I
think
think
they
the
can get
Jets
one.
will. They just have so many more options, especially since AJ Green's still out.
That's true.
They do have Tyler
I
Boyd
don't know.
though.
I just got a feeling about it.
Tyler Boyd's trash.
Yeah, that
No, he's not.
absolutely.
Do you see that catch?
I haven't
One
fantasy.
catch?
Isn't been doing much for me as of
Yeah.
lately.
Well, that's because he's on the Browns. I mean, on the
On the
Ravens.
Browns.
I mean,
Chill.
the Bengals. My bad.
Browns are
I'm
good.
so used to saying the Browns are sorry, so that's why. That's why I mixed in there.
Were the Bengals this bad last year? Or?
No.
No, they were pretty.
Yeah.
They were
I didn't
mediocre.
expect them to be this bad, but they have some injuries that could have affected them. But still, even
So they're
then,
like the Warriors of the NFL.
no,
Yeah.
because
But
they
they didn't go to the
weren't-
finals.
Yeah,
Last.
yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah,
like
yeah.
the Rams are like the Warriors, but then
That's true.
way worse.
But the
Warriors.
Rams have everyone.
Yeah.
Tough.
They're off his ass.
Absolutely.
So you guys got Jets. You got Bengals, Adam.
Yeah, I got Bengals.
Camilo Jets. Okay. We're gonna move on to the next game of that day. Browns and Steelers. Adam, do you still think
This is the Browns. Yes, sir.
Oh my.
What they did to the Dolphins in the first half, I think, showed that even without Myles Garrett on their team, they can still play pretty good defense. So I think they'll win this one. That'll bring them up to 500. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs as one of the wild card teams just because of how the Colts and now even the Titans and the Bills are all playing, and the Raiders too. But I think they can go about 9-7 or so.
They have a really easy schedule though.
Yeah. I mean, coming into the season, I knew they would go. I thought they would go 2-8 to start, but they're actually 5-6 right now. I think going into this week. So it's the only problem is just that every other team is doing really well, but I think they can finish with the above 500 record, which I think I heard that they haven't had a 500 or above 500 this late in the season since like 2000, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy. But yeah, I got the Browns. Mason
Do you
Rudolph
think
is
this
not
is the
starting anymore.
you think this is the end of Baker Mayfield's career?
No, this is
No.
just the beginning.
The coach is trash there.
Yeah, Freddie Kitchens needs to get going.
They should fire Steve Kerr.
Yes, sir.
No.
On a 4th and 17, they ran it to Chubb.
Uh, um, the Browns are on a 3-game winning streak.
Yes, sir. Soon to be
Steelers
4.
are not that good. Those
They'll
are
both
pretty.
be 6 and 6 after that week.
Oh, that's what.
Yes, sir.
Camilo, you got the Steelers.
No, I got the Browns. Can you guys hear me?
What did I say?
Oh, you
You
said
said,
some
do
stuff.
I have the Steelers? I said I have
Yeah.
the
Do you
Browns.
have the Steelers or the Browns?
Browns.
All
The
right.
Browns logo is pretty cheeks. It's
Yeah.
just a
It is.
helmet.
Not gonna lie.
They need to change that. Like to
I mean, it's not that
LeBron's
bad.
face or
It's
something.
Browns face.
I agree.
They're the Browns, but their helmets orange.
Or like, LeBron's face. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next game. We got team who lost to the Seahawks and
Oh wow.
the Dolphins.
Did you see that Seahawks game? That was a disappointment.
Which one?
Eagles had like 12 turnovers,
Oh, yeah.
and the Seahawks only scored twice off of them. Anyways,
Adam, since you got the Bengals that one game, do you think the Dolphins are gonna
no,
take
I think
this
the
one?
Eagles will take this one because it is the Dolphins. I think the Eagles will win this one pretty easily. Maybe not easily because they don't
Who
have
is
anyone
the
that can
Eagles
catch.
QB?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
He did bad.
Injury-prone
last
Carson
week.
Wentz. Yeah, he got like 12 turnovers, like I said.
terrible.
He got 4, I think. 4 turnovers as a team.
It was embarrassing to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Um,
hard to blame him, though, because who's he throwing it to? Aguilar.
Aguilar. That's about it.
I guess.
And then Ertz, I think, is hurt. So that's,
Oh, he is.
I think so.
Damn it.
So that's tough. But I think they'll both, the Eagles and the
He's my
Cowboys, will be
only
6
tight
and
end.
6, like I said. After this one. Is he really?
Oh, him and Ingram, but Ingram's always out.
Pick up Darren Waller.
No.
Yeah,
So you
but
guys got, we all got Eagles.
I think we all got the Eagles. We're
Camilo,
good, yes.
what's your enthusiasm? Who you got?
I do believe I have the Eagles.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, we'll move on to the next game of that day. It's going to be Redskins and Panthers. Panthers without Cam Newton for a while now. Who do you think's going to take this?
This will be the Panthers.
Panthers.
Even though the Redskins, they won their first, or not their first game, but they won a game last week, I believe, right? Or did they blow that one too? No, they won it. But yeah, I still have the Panthers winning this week.
Yeah. Adam, I might have to hand you this L in fantasy this week.
That's a no.
Oh my,
We'll talk about that next week after I win once again.
demolish.
Well, Alvin Kamara didn't eat, and neither did Michael Thomas. So I have a chance.
That's a bit tough.
Is there still controversy around the Redskins, like their logo and their name?
Was there controversy around that?
Yeah,
Well,
like
because it's
It's just-
they
racist.
have to
It's just a
change it?
football team.
because they have to change it.
I don't think
No,
they
I
have
don't
to
think so.
change it. If they have
When
to
was
change
the
that,
last
the
there?
Browns have to change theirs.
When was they good? Like last? When were they good? They ever good?
Yeah.
The Redskins?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
When?
At one point.
They were
Some point
okay
in
for a
history.
bit.
Alex
they have
Smith, rest in
Some
peace.
sort of.
Yeah.
What?
What? Anyways,
All right. So you guys got Panthers.
I got the Panthers.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to the next game. We got irrelevant Eric and his Green Bay Packers going up against Eli Manning,
Danny Dimes.
who never plays.
It's Danny
Uh,
Dimes, my guy.
Is he even good? Who's taking this?
I got the Packers, even though they put up 8 points last week, and those points were given to them by the refs.
Oh,
but
jeez, that was terrible.
yeah, I have the Packers in this one because they're playing the Giants. It's
Me too.
Giants are bad.
a problem. Giants are pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
They started off well, but just the last few weeks have gone downhill.
Is Eli Manning that trash?
He's not even playing.
Why is he that
It's
trash?
Danny Dimes. I don't know.
Is he that trash?
He's
That they
just he's
Yeah.
old. He's like 43.
really?
No. How old
I
is
thought
he?
he was like 20 or 30,
He's not in his 20s. Is that a
late
joke?
20s.
No.
Well, he is.
I'll check
I
his
don't know.
age right now.
I thought since he was a younger brother, I just.
Yeah, but Peyton's like 50 now.
Oh damn!
Eli's 38. Peyton's
Yeah,
40
y'all
something,
seen
I
his
think.
commercials with State Farm
Yes,
or was it
sir.
Allstate?
Yeah.
Shout
Peyton
out
Town?
Allstate.
Yeah, please sponsor us. Put some
Yeah.
new commercials. I know we're not that enthusiastic, but it's because of a break. The break just ended. It's coming to
I
a
know.
close. We're gonna have to
Yes,
go back to
sir.
school.
So I think
Uh,
Aaron Rodgers
it's trash.
is a cheap Jimmy G.
Russell Wilson.
Um, but anyways, I have the Packers winning that. I think they'll win by a lot. Just the Giants have kind of fallen off over the last few weeks, like I said.
I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna say the Giants are winning.
I hope
If they
so.
do, the Vikings will be right there with the Packers.
Just to hear Eric suffer.
Hmm.
Wow, shout
Yeah.
out Eric.
No, shout out to
No
Eric.
shout out.
Cut that out.
Yeah, cut that out. Shout out Wyatt for
Shout
pulling
out
through
Wyatt
with that
for
one
being here.
podcast.
Yes, sir.
When the irrelevant guy couldn't make it. We're gonna
Oh,
go
wow.
to the next game, Buccaneers and Jaguars. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Very,
Fake news.
very exciting game here. I have Nick Foles winning this one for his team.
Why
Just
is that?
because.
Who are they playing?
Well, I think they'll win at one point. They're playing the Buccaneers. Winston. It's Jameis Winston versus Nick Foles.
Both teams have the same record.
Yeah, it's kind of
Famous
scary.
Jameis.
No. I think they
So
call
this
him
is
like Jamies
maybe a
on the
preview
thing.
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, definitely. No, but I have the Jaguars just because I think Nick Foles is just gonna have a bigger game, and I think that'll kind of lead them to a win.
Hmm.
So yeah, you agree? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Nice. All right. We're gonna move on to the next game. We got the Rams and the Cardinals. Who's gonna take that one for you guys? Is Jared Goff gonna pull through with the dub like he
Absolutely
didn't do in the
not.
Super Bowl?
Absolutely
He was very
not.
trash. He underperformed. He's very
I
bad.
think he's the highest paid quarterback, at least in guaranteed money. He is.
He just got the bag and left.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what he said.
much. But I think the Cardinals will take this one. Kyler Murray, former Oklahoma Sooner, is going to win this one. Just because he's been playing really well recently, and just Jared Goff has been underperforming, and surprisingly, they're 6-5, the Rams. But I don't think they'll win this one. I think they'll still lose. And also, if the Rams lose this one, the Niners are a half game before they clinch for the playoffs, or one
Mhm.
game. Something
The
like that.
Rams?
No, the Niners. Did I say the Rams?
Yeah,
That's tough.
are the Rams.
Anyways, I have the Cardinals winning that. I think the last few weeks have kind of showed that they're able to win some games now. And against the struggling, would you say struggling? They're 6-5. But I guess they have higher expectations. But yeah, I
I
have
mean,
the
they're not
Cardinals.
struggling. Oh, they basically are. I mean, they made it to the top last
They're
year.
struggling, but they're 6-5, so you can't really say that. They're underperforming, I guess. would be
Yes,
the
yeah,
word.
I guess.
Yeah, but
They should be doing better. They should be doing what the Niners are doing, but they're not.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, they
a
should be.
decent record making the playoffs.
Nah, they should
but,
be.
Yeah,
I mean, compared to last season, they kind of should have been.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they
I'm
fell
a-
off.
You got the Cardinals?
I have the Cardinals.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
I
A
have the
ram that little
Cardinals.
bird
Yeah, the Cardinals too.
that's a ground.
Yep.
Move on to the next game. This one kind of matters for both teams. It's gonna be the
Yeah,
Raiders
it's
and
a
the
big-time
Chiefs. Who do you guys have for that one?
Chiefs, no question.
I have the Chiefs as well. I would have maybe picked the Raiders if after the last week
If
they
you
lost.
weren't a Niner fan, yeah.
No, because last week they lost 3-34 to the Jets. So that was kind of disappointing. But so I'll pick the Chiefs. I might have picked the Raiders if they were able to win last week, because they were kind of on a winning streak, or at least they had hopes for the playoffs. And now I'm kind of questioning those hopes.
Yeah.
Weren't the Raiders good like 2 years ago?
They
The hell
Yeah.
was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? They made the
2 or
playoffs.
3.
Yeah. They made playoffs, but then Jared Goff or
Derek
Derek Carr
did something.
broke his fibula.
Yeah, that's tough.
Good time.
They were on a good run, huh? But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the conference championship for that one would have been Raiders and Patriots, but we'll never know.
gee, Raiders and the Niners go out in the Super Bowl. That'd be nice.
That'd be awesome.
Um, but you guys both have Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Because everybody's
Mahomes
like,
guy.
I feel like everybody's forgetting how good Mahomes is when they're saying Lamar's the best in the NFL,
Yeah.
best quarterback in the
Well, I mean,
NFL.
Mahomes has kind of been struggling recently since his injury.
He had didn't
only
he have
had 2
400
weeks
yards?
off.
Or
See,
when,
That's
right
where
when he
you
came
guys are
back?
mistaken.
Yeah, but wasn't he playing the
Jimmy
Chargers?
G is the best QB.
Absolutely. Who did the Chiefs play last week? Oh no, they were off last week. And then the week before that, yeah, they played the Chargers. Well, they were playing the Chargers, so that's not really and it came down to it, which is the most surprising thing with Phillip Rivers. But I think we'll definitely see. If the Raiders win that one, that's huge for their playoff hopes.
Ego.
That too.
So you guys, we all have Chiefs. Yep.
Yeah.
Move on to the next game. We got Keenan Allen and the
Mhm.
Chargers going up against
Not Phillip
Peyton
Rivers.
Manning's
Peyton Manning's.
old
They
team.
have. Is Case Keenum still the quarterback for the Broncos?
No, it's
Joey.
Josh Allen.
Didn't
Josh,
Case Keenum
no.
get hurt? Or no, they
No,
just
it's
benched him.
someone Allen. He got hurt.
This is a tough one just because it's just look at the quarterback matchup. But I think Phillip Rivers will help the Chargers win this one. I just think they'll be able to win at least one of these games in the last few weeks. I think this is one they'll win.
This is a
agree.
little off the topic. To the side. Peyton Manning's last year, he won a Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You think that was rigged?
The game, it wasn't the best officiated game or best, it wasn't the best game, and I feel like the officiating kind of had a part in that. But I don't know. It's kind of interesting looking back and seeing 2 or 3 years, or how many years now, 3 or whatever years ago, that the Broncos and the Panthers were there. And ever since, they haven't really performed at the same level. But it could have been. I'm not sure.
Do you think the NFL wrote that story so Peyton Manning can end on a good note?
Well, I
'Cause
mean, for a
honestly,
while, he wasn't going to retire, I don't think.
was he even good? I don't even know. Dude.
No,
I wasn't
Nah.
even
He
in
got
football
carried.
then.
He was whatever. They
How
had a
do you
really
He
win?
got
good
carried though.
They had a really good defense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they
And
still
he was
have
like
pretty
40
good
some throwing the ball, huh?
No, he's 43 right now, so he was like 39, 40.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was a joke.
That
Eli's
dude looks like he's
38.
60.
Well, that's what happens.
Shout out Peyton Town.
Peytonville.
Oh,
Come on now.
damn it. Sorry, I'm not a fan. Chargers in that one.
Oh, because he beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, you got the Chargers.
Wait, did he beat the Seahawks in there?
I don't know.
We're gonna move on.
They
to
beat some
the
weird,
next game.
some big teams lost that year.
It's a terrible year.
It's like if you have the Bills and the Vikings in the Super Bowl. That's what that.
Hey, what's
year
wrong with
pretty
that?
much was.
What?
Well, that's what that year pretty much was, in my opinion. Anyways,
We're gonna move on to the next game. Patriots and Texans. Pretty sure we all know who's gonna win this one.
do we though? I got the
Yeah,
Patriots,
I mean-
but that's one where I feel like it could go either way.
I guess you can say that, but at the end of the day, we all know who's gonna win.
I'm surprised this one was a Sunday night, but the Patriots Cowboys wasn't moved back. But, I think the Patriots will win it just because of just Deshaun's been kind of struggling recently.
Patriots, sadly. I like this show.
Show some more excitement, boy.
Patriots.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the
All right.
Patriots. I think their
So we
defense
got
will
Patriots.
just kind of get to Deshaun too much.
Yeah, their offensive line's not the best.
That's true as well.
Shout out to Deshaun. I always use him in Madden.
Bro, I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson?
Watson?
You just make. Oh, no, he kind of mumbled. So yeah,
Deshaun Watson.
my bad. We're gonna go on to the Monday night football game.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a tough one for the
It's gonna be
Seahawks.
big time.
They're going against the Vikings. This
Yep.
one kind of matters for both teams.
Yep.
Who's gonna take this?
Vikings.
I think not even like not with any bias. I think the Vikings have a very big chance of winning this, just because if you watch their games recently, they seem, just looking at their team, it doesn't seem like a team that would be able to do what they're doing, in my opinion. But
Mhm.
I think they have a chance to win that just because Russell Wilson went all of those games without having any turnovers, and then he turned it over against the Niners, and then I think they had a bye week. And then last week he ended up turning it over again. So I think he's kind of coming back down to earth a little bit, and I think that the Vikings will be able to, I guess, squeeze past them. I think it'll be, what would the score be for that one, do you guys think? I think Vikings
28.
by
26.
Vikings by 40.
Vikings
Jeez, how
by 40.
can you
I'm
be
just
that
kidding.
harsh?
Not 40, not 40.
Is that the quote?
No.
But you both think the Vikings are gonna take that?
Yeah,
I think they have
unbiasedly. And I hope
Yeah.
so also. But so maybe that is biased.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Oh, I wonder why.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
I could see it either way though.
Yeah, it'll be close for sure. There's no debate about that. Both teams are really good, but I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. You already know why.
Why?
Alrighty.
You know me. You know why I'm here. Yeah. We're gonna go over Thursday night's game, Cowboys and Bears for Week 14. Who's gonna take that for you?
Cowboys, Bears,
Yeah.
Thursday night?
Yep.
I'm not even going to tune in. That's a boring game. Probably the
Yep.
Cowboys,
Sounds
though.
very boring. I'm gonna say the Cowboys. Just because I think there's a better team. Bears are good, but they're not that good. They're okay. Yeah. And I don't think Adam will be here to chime in to say anything.
Yeah. Wait, why?
So, Oh, he's gone for a bit. I'm not sure why. He said a stall, so I'm stalling.
Indeed. But so are you discussing the last one?
Yeah.
So, man, I don't
There's-
even know.
Thursday.
Yeah. Who did you guys think for that one?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. I think it's the Cowboys too. Even though I want to say that the Bears have a chance, it doesn't really seem like it.
Just
But
their quarterback and play calling is so horrible. Like, it's hard to think that they can win games.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys will definitely. I don't know. We'll definitely see in that game if they are a good team or not.
They're not.
But you don't think so? We'll definitely see in that.
No,
one.
they're decent,
So.
but they're not good. Trash. Hate.
Yep, it's the rest of the world.
Yeah. So you got the Cowboys too?
Yeah, I have the Cowboys as well.
Yeah, I hate saying that. We're gonna close it off there. It's gonna end today's podcast for this week. Tune in Saturday on Wednesdays for NBA.
Yep.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on our social media.
Smash that like button.
Jeez.
Someone's
Yeah,
dropping something.
show some enthusiasm.
Yes, sir.
We hope you had a good break. We'll see you next time. Deuces.